Hi everybody and welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers from my other channel. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you have given me on this YouTube journey. So to connect with this video, hit that thumbs up. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how this video resonates with you. This is a general reading. This is not a personal reading, so only take what resonates with you. Hit that subscribe button and little notification bell so that you know when I post videos. And go ahead and share the video with somebody who you think will resonate with that. All of that helps out this YouTube channel and it is greatly appreciated. All right. So this video is for the star sign of Cancer for this month of February. All right. I'm seeing a lot of black come off of here, so there could be a major clearing happening for you, Cancers. So what we're going to do in the month of February, we are going to check in on love, of course, your money, see what's going on with your money. And we're going to go over what crystals that you need to carry with you in this month, because we have the Crystal Tarot out. The Crystal Tarot has crystal messages. All right. Tells what crystal relates to which card. All right, so we're going to go over some crystals, what is recommended for you for Cancers. We're going to see what the crows are warning you about this month, what you need to be aware of. This is a very old deck. This is one of the first decks that I actually got a chance to purchase. The very first deck I purchased, I already passed down to somebody who was very undeserving of it. But that's okay, because, you know, everybody gets their karma. What they put out, they get back, right? That's how it works. All right, Cancers. So let's go ahead and pull the divine's energy that is around you in this month of February. What is the divine energy around the Cancer collective? What do they need to know for the month of February? So in this month we have a full moon coming in Leo, and we have a solar eclipse coming in the end of February. I'm smelling sage. I must have put that palo santo on a piece of sage. All right, so we have a solar eclipse coming in the end of February that is in Aquarius. All right, so please and thank you, Holy Spirit. What does the Cancer, what do you want to bring to Cancer's attention, or what's burden? Number 43. So for some of you, not really sure, these are old cards too. I haven't used them in a really long time. So for some of you, you could be breaking generational curses. See all the trees on there? Trees to me represent ancestors. This is a marker in your life. It's a number 43, which makes me think of you breaking these generational curses that have been burdening you through generations. And then we have the Goblin, a wounded human ego. I don't know what that word says, but on the bottom of the deck we have a goblin. Then we have a spider underneath that. Then we have the hawk underneath that. The guides of the fairy, I think, are, I don't know, Far Cry, I don't know. But somebody has a wounded ego. You know, that's really crazy. At this goblin card come up because I literally seen a goblin. They do they do exist. I have it on camera. I sent the picture over to my landlord. I was like, hey, check this out. And you could see it. It was going around. It come around the side of my place, and the camera caught it. I was just like, what the heck is that? I mean, I know they exist because I believe in fairies and all that, but to literally see one kind of like blew my mind. Since I have lived in this place, there are so many things that have happened that shifted my belief system. Somebody needs to hear this. There are so many things that have happened over the past 10 and a half years that have shifted my belief system. One of the things that shifted it is seeing this goblin. Another thing that has shifted it is how many times I've gotten bit by a spider and I am still alive. Right? An angel showed up in my yard. I seen a charm bag just disappear, just like that, in the thin air. I mean, I've seen it all. I've seen ghosts. I've seen goblins. I've seen demons. Like, they are all for real, and I am not joking. I have the proof on camera. The demons are real. They literally are dark spiritual entities. All right, Cancer, so burdened. What burdens are you carrying on this part of your journey? Are you transporting those of others out of generosity or codependency? Is this burden so heavy that it slows you down? This marker asks that you stop and look at your responsibilities, your commitments, and all that you bring with you on your journey. Are you clinging to an unhealthy relationship out of fear? Are you taking on the burdens of others to prevent them from getting hurt? Do you know that this enables others to avoid learning their life lessons and doesn't really help it? Also, taking on somebody's accountability and not allowing them to be responsible for their own decisions, for their own lessons. Those are some burdens that you are carrying. People pleasing. Drawing this marker encourages you, Cancer, to release others to their own path. It may also be a time for you to ask if you're helping because you like being needed. If the answer is yes, then the message is truly to let go of this burden, for it's born of self-centeredness. Release the burden of others to the divine. They also have their own angels and guides, just as you do. Trust in the divine plan for all. On a sacred path to the Avalon, you must be aware that you pack all the essential wisdom tools you need to chart your course. Integrity, kindness, compassion, discernment, discretion, faith, forgiveness, truth, and love are all but some of them. Once your tools are counted, see if the rest of what you're hanging on to is appropriate. So basically, only take what is needed moving forward from this point. Is the time to leave behind any unnecessary burdens and to know that you have the strength to carry what is yours and yours alone. Like I said, I feel like somebody is breaking generational curses here. People pleasing. Always doing something to be needed, right? Feeling healthy if you're needed. Taking on other people's responsibilities. Taking accountability for somebody else's lessons that is not your fault. Right? They need to be responsible for their own lessons. You're not accountable for what other people do. You are not being held accountable for other people's lessons. Don't take them on. They're not your burden to carry. So we are going to talk about the Goblin card because I think it's really freaking cute. And it's really screaming at me. Cancer, you know you want to read this. You know you do. I'm catching your attention. I'm going to walk through your backyard because that's the only way I can get your damn attention. So the Goblin card. When the Goblin appears on your path, your plans are about to go awry. The goblin wants to lead you astray and whispers the negative spell of fear, anger, resentment, self-righteousness, arrogance, selfishness, greed, gluttony, procrastination, and addiction. When the goblin appears, it's time to stop what you're doing and check your motives. Are you coming from an ego-centered place? Are the circumstances in your life triggering unresolved past issues that still need healing? Now is the time for self-evaluation and taking inventory. Before you take another step, the goblin represents the wounded ego and its influence. Dark, repressed areas of the psyche get triggered, either in you or warning you of a dynamic between you and somebody else. Do nothing. Stay still. Send loving energies to yourself and others, and remember the divine connection in all things. The goblin will disappear and lose power when you focus on love and fairness. Okay? When it comes to a creative project, right? So somebody could have sent this goblin in to try to trigger you, right? To try to trigger you. Keep you in fear, keeping you, it's like the 7 deadly sins: wrath, which represents anger; resentment, which represents anger; self-righteousness, which means ego and pride; arrogance, ego and pride; selfishness, greed, gluttony, sloth, procrastination, and addiction. Okay? So, yeah, the wounded human ego. Somebody has a wounded ego here. Why? Because they feel they're not needed. Codependency. Somebody could be very codependent. Clinging to an unhealthy relationship. So somebody either is clinging to you or you're clinging to somebody else. You are taking on somebody else's responsibility when they should be taking accountability for their own goblins. Okay? If that makes sense. This is making me think about a live stream that I did with a person that was asking about somebody who hurt them. This is what it's making me think about. So this could be you. You could be a Cancer. I don't know. This could be your message. Because I remember who you are. I just don't remember exactly your question. But I remember my answer. All right. So that's the divine telling you this. This is not your burden to carry. You could be mastering this. We have 3143. 4 and a 7. And master number 11. Okay? What is Cancer's energy? Please and thank you, Holy Spirit. What's the energy that Cancer is carrying in the month of February? Cornucopia in reverse. There's that burden. Something is blocked. Somebody could be stealing your abundance here. Look, master number 11. So you're seeing 1111 right off the bat. You are seeing 1111. Cornucopia talks about somebody being very codependent, somebody who is very egotistical, somebody who feels that what is yours is meant for them. Yeah, look at this, man holding a coin. And there you are. You're being given an opportunity to walk through that gate and leave this situation behind. Somebody could be traveling. Somebody could be astral traveling. But this talks about movement. Some sort of move could be blocked. Somebody journeying could be blocked. Somebody could be blocked on their journey until they release this burden. This could be a coven of people who are very angry and deceitful, somebody who is trying to block divine timing, somebody who's very impatient, somebody who doesn't want you to grow. They are very hostile. That's that angry, that goblin. They're blocking you from receiving your abundance out of anger because they don't want to take accountability. It's like they're shifting the blame to you, wanting you to carry that burden. There was a plan. Their plan backfired. You're breaking free, though, of these financial constraints from this heartless man who broke your heart, right? Possibly doing root work on you. Somebody could have lost their divine protection. And this door to romance is closed. There's no way to open it until somebody does the healing work, right? And then the door will open and you will see that there is a possibility. You need to go into meditation, right? Somebody's magic backfired here. Somebody is not on their journey. Somebody is not happy. They have an unhealthy family dynamic. Their action is being blocked when it comes to love. The door is closed. This is somebody who abused their psychic abilities, wanted to keep you all tied up in the head. They didn't appreciate or value you. And this is somebody who is thinking of different ways to block your success. But this is somebody who is over analytical. They think they're always right? I'm always right here. But somebody is making a decision to release some sort of an attachment. Somebody is very envious and jealous. Something that you do on a World Wide Web. The fact that Spirit got your back. They don't want to take accountability and do the work, right? So there's a lot of anxiety here. Blocking the throat chakra. Maybe saying that they care when in all actuality, they don't want you to walk away. They didn't value you when they had you. They created a lot of anxiety in your head. This is a karmic contract that's over. Yeah, I'm telling you, Cancer, this person sent a goblin. Literally, I seen it. So, yeah, it's crazy that card come out. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and pull some tarot cards. Somebody is very arrogant, self-centered, wanted your abundance. They wanted your cornucopia. So what they did was they triggered you so that you would have to carry the burden because they didn't want to take accountability for their lesson, for their whatever they did, right? They didn't want to take accountability to be responsible. They wanted you to carry that burden. See how they're got their eyes closed and they got their tongue sticking out like, And look at this. 11. Another 11. And we got the hawk. Somebody got the evil eye on you. Sending you omens. On your creative projects. Spiders. You can be seeing spiders getting bit by them. Right? And it's all about a partnership here. The truth about a partnership. Could have been a family, lover, business, friend, but definitely a divine feminine. And then we got the wind fairy. Using words, intrusive thoughts, maybe even using the elements. It's funny, you got 3 fairies here. Earth fairy, water fairy, wind fairy. They were using the elements against you. That's that goblin. Elementals sent you a goblin as an omen. Using the elementals to cause burdens, to block your abundance. They don't want to take accountability. So they're trying to shift the burden over to you. All right, please and thank you, Holy Spirit. Let's get a little bit more information for the Cancer Collective. Yeah, the King of Swords. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. That's that communication. So it could have been verbally attacking you. But this represents Libra. This represents fairness, justice, stability, transformation. Yes, somebody's receiving judgment. They're under karmic judgment for this. Could have been harshly judging you. So we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is that creative idea, that creative spark, right? Pages often represent communication. So back to that communication. Yeah, Ace of Cups. So the Ace of Cups represents new beginnings. It represents self-love. It represents purification. It also represents clearing out this energy and connecting with your higher self, or even your inner child, sending your inner child some love. This could be that goblin energy. Yep, the Emperor in reverse. Somebody who is a control freak. Somebody who is emotionally manipulative, verbally manipulative. Yeah. Could be a father figure as well. But this divine masculine, a father figure, also represents Aries. And the Eight of Pentacles. Why? Because they didn't want something to work for you. They did not want to work for it. They felt entitled to it. They were very arrogant, very self-centered. So now somebody is under harsh judgment, going through that dark night of the soul, right? With that moon energy, going through that dark night of the soul. Somebody could be, this also could be a mother figure, mother, father, but I'm feeling this is more about secrets. It's about the mystery. It's about things that are hidden, that are being brought to the light, like karma. Pay attention to your dreams, because there could be somebody coming into your dreams. This is 3 major arcanas. Yeah, there was a plan. Somebody is waiting for something. Somebody is waiting for this chaos magic to hit. Because this Page of Wands is looking over at the cornucopia like, that's mine, right? I want that abundance. I'm entitled to it. That's the energy. I'm entitled to it. Yeah, business partnership. Yeah, somebody's strength, right? Somebody is stronger than what they realize. And then we got the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody, I feel like this is talking about a business partnership right here. Somebody walked away. And because somebody walked away, somebody is upset. Very arrogant, very cocky, very entitled. And they could have sent this goblin on your abundance because they did not want to work for it. They expected you to hand it to them. Somebody loved their self enough and was strong enough to say no, is what I feel. Yeah, karma's coming. Trying to block your destiny. Trying to knock you off your path with the Judgment card. Somebody's getting their karma. We have the Queen of Cups here. Somebody is very intuitive. Somebody is very psychic. Again, sending them telepathic messages. Trying to control the narrative. Yeah. trying to cause nightmares, trying to keep you trapped in your head, keep you anxiety, keep you worried, right? Instilling a lot of fear out of jealousy, envy, sloth, greed, trying to keep you in this gluttony energy, overdoing it, people pleasing, right? Carrying that burdens, always trying to make somebody else happy. They wanted you to carry this burden because they did not want to take accountability. So they tried to control you by manipulating your thoughts, manipulating your crown chakra, sending you nightmares, goblins in your dreams. There's the high priestess using magic. Yep. With another person. This is a King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who is very controlling, very undergrounded, very bad with money. So it could have been a couple backstabbing and betraying somebody, right? And they made this plan to do so. The King of Swords. Justice is going to be served, is what I feel. Yes, somebody didn't want to work. They felt entitled. This is somebody who's very cocky, very arrogant. I'm entitled to it just because I didn't work for it. It's free, so I'm taking it because it's free. Trying to destiny swap is what I feel. Somebody who's trying to destiny swap with you. Karmic swap, right? Yes, destiny swap. In a secret. They wanted your journey. But the thing is this person could have never walked in your shoes. Alright, so let's go ahead and do the crystal part of this. Okay, so this is chrysoprase for the heart chakra, which makes perfect sense because this talks about self-love. This talks about opening up your heart. Your cuppeth overfloweth with love. And I think this is a shell. Yeah, so that is what I feel. A time for harvesting your dreams, but this person was causing nightmares. Coming into your dreams. This person could have come into your dreams. Yeah, that's what I feel. Alright, so the Ace of Cups. Abalone shell. And this rules the root chakra. So this person could have been doing root work on you to try to block you, to try to harvest your reward here, harvest your abundance. But Spirit is telling you good things are coming your way. Love, romance, money. So you're being asked to remain grounded. Apophyllite, crown chakra. Yeah. That talks about them doing subliminal messages and coming into your crown chakra, trying to keep you in fear, causing you nightmares, coming into your dreams, harshly judging you because you were on this spiritual journey, definitely coming into your dreams, right? This couple could have been planning it, waiting for a specific outcome. The Emperor, which rules Aries. Ruby, throat chakra, attacking your throat chakra. And this is a ruby, Cancer. So ruby is your birthstone. So it is your birthright to reap your rewards for the work that you have put in. So the first week, I feel like you are going to see something. Because he's looking over at the cornucopia. Okay? You're going to see something. In the second week of February, there could be love coming your way. But this talks about self love. This talks about love for life, doing what you love, loving what you do. All right. And then the Emperor in reverse talks about, somebody who's trying to exert their power over you. Somebody who's very cocky, very arrogant, very self centered. Somebody who's very entitled, very controlling, right? So this talks about taking that step back and seeing the burdens that you're carrying from this. But they were literally trying to destiny swap. In other words, getting you, Cancer, to carry their karmic burdens because they did not want to take accountability for their actions. So what they were doing was sending their goblins towards you. A goblin to me is like a demon. The 7 deadly sins. The 8 of Pentacles. Why? Because they didn't want to work. They didn't want to work for it. They wanted you to put in the work and they reaped the harvest. Copper. Root chakra. This person was doing root work on you. They did not want to put in the work. They wanted your reward, but they didn't want to put in the work. And they were mad because you walked away. You called judgment and walked away. People are stupid. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull. What are some signs that you're seeing? Let me read that Page of Wands here for a minute because I feel like somebody needs to know something with this Page of Wands. The time for harvesting your dreams is near, but you should always be careful of what you ask for because you might get it. So avoid a world of make-believe by looking through the glasses of an illusionist who is trying to control the narrative by being childish and immature. Alright, gotcha. In the second week, I feel like you're going to be happy with some sort of an outcome here. The third week is this Emperor maybe coming in and saying, hey, I don't know how this is going to work. I'm sorry, maybe I harshly judged you. I didn't listen to my heart. But the abalone shell talks about protection. And also, the abalone shell is what we put our incense in. Our cleansing energy. So something about cleansing that root chakra could be very, very important. This is somebody who would offer the cup of love. But actually, this love is poison. And expecting the other person to die. So somebody could try to unalive you. Alright. So, Page of Swords. Yeah, it's something in the cards. Something is fated. Destiny. Fate. Right. Somebody was trying to block that. Because we do have the Wheel of Fortune in here somewhere. Yeah. Something that was fated for you. This person was being very immature and controlling and trying to take it from you because they felt like you did not deserve it. Ace of Cups. Yeah. The Ace of Cups. So something about severing your new beginning. Emperor in reverse. Yeah, the key to unlocking something. So you're being handed a key here. The key to unlocking love, everything that you love, everything that you wish for, everything that you want to manifest, is severing the burdens of other people's choices. Stepping into your king mode. Not allowing other people to control your thoughts, control your journey. Eight of Pentacles in reverse, yeah. Names, energy alignment. So they could have been using your name, calling you names, harshly judging you. Trying to isolate you, coming into your dreams. Definitely waiting for something to work. And it's because you left the partnership. Somebody did not want to work. They were waiting for the reward, but they didn't want to put in the work. So Spirit is telling you, Cancer, you're stronger than what you think. This reward belongs to you. You've put in the work. You deserve the reward. So your reward is coming. Self-employment. Yeah. Trying to block your fate. Destiny swap. Strong destiny swap here, Cancer. Causing you a lot of nightmares. Causing you a lot of anxiety. Why? Because you turned your back to it. Turn your back to this High Priestess. This Piscean energy. Who did not want to work. Somebody who was abusing their magic. Sending you subliminal messages. Right? Somebody who is very ungrounded, materialistic. Somebody who's very materialistic. Backstabbed and betrayed you. And they planned this all along. They were just waiting to take that next step. But you walked away. Why? Because you became aware of their agenda. You became aware of the messages that they were sending into your crown chakra. You became aware that this was a dark empath. They lacked empathy in a situation. This cycle is completing. They were attacking you on, maybe you're like me and you have a platform and you deliver messages on YouTube, right? Yep. Going back and forth with information, spine line gossiping. Oh, this is what this person wishes for. This is what they're saying. This is what's being illuminated. Yep, two lovers. Karmic lovers were doing this. A coven of people that has an addiction. A sex addiction. Now they're going to regret it. They're being fooled for taking the risk. Because you're no longer procrastinating. You're no longer in that sloth energy. You've made your choice. And now you're going to rise up and glow. So one of the karmic lovers could have been an Aquarius. So the new moon in Aquarius could be significant with the solar eclipse. Yeah, they've been attacking you. Right? Because they're insecure. Could be a family member. King of Wands. Somebody is cocky, arrogant, self-centered. You know, thinks that I'm all that in a bag of chips. Wanting to fight, argue. Just to cause heartache and pain. Somebody is here for the good time, not the long time. And all these cards fell on the name card. Calling you names behind your back. Harshly judging you. They're about to get their karma. This group of people are about to get their karma. Why? Because you are severing the ties from people, places, and situations that no longer serve you. You are grounding your energy. You are protecting yourself. Protecting your crown. Yeah, love, compassion. Karma is coming. Because they casted some sort of a spell. A love spell. Yep. This diamond. They wanted a lump of coal, but actually everything they did polished you into this diamond. And look, we have the spider coming through. Somebody wants forgiveness. for maybe setting some sort of a spider. This backfired spell. This was a karmic individual. Yep. But somebody is covered in the blood of Jesus. Right? And Mary Magdalene here with the roses. You're very unique. You're very special. So some sort of memory could be coming up. Look, the Abilene shell. Somebody who's thrown a rock, hiding a hand. Alright, let's move on. We're already at 40 and we're not even nowhere near the ending here. So let's see what's going on with love. They try to throw you off your path, is what I feel. They tried to throw you off your path with the Judgment card, because the Judgment card often means calling. They wanted you to miss your call. What's happening with love for Cancer? Yep, throwing a rock, hiding a hand. This could be somebody who's in that page energy. Throwing a rock, hiding a hand. Don't want you to see their face. Pause. But I feel like you severed this energy of sloth. You cut it. And now you're moving forward into your new beginning with self-love. Yeah, you done released it. They didn't want to be released. They wanted to still have control over you. But you severed it. You released it. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. You already know who this is what I feel. You're going to understand why why something did not work. Because you're on a twin flame journey. And there's a lot of grief involved. Right? They wanted you to fall off your journey. The answer is no, you did not fall off of your journey, Divine Feminine. They didn't want your feminine side to awaken. They wanted you to stay in this masculine side of anger, of control, right? All right, let's pull what are the crow's warning Cancer about this month. I'm like way behind. I think we only got one more deck after this one. What are the crows warning Cancer about this month? They could have been using cards too as well. Giving card readings and being very deceptive with the people, like telling them lies. Is something else that I'm getting. Doing some sort of divination using cards to check in and see where you're at on your journey. Maybe even to send goblins through divination. Yeah, but Cancer, you're right where you need to be. You are not lost. You did not step off your journey. But that's what they wanted you to think you did. What are the crows warning you about? Tune into Mother Nature and remain calm, Cancer. Remain calm. Don't allow this person to keep triggering you, because when you trigger them, you hand control over to them, and that is very key. Give thanks, right? Be thankful for the haters, because without the haters, you wouldn't have grown. Yep. We got the demon card here. Temptation. Third party situation. So there's definitely at least 3 people who could be in this dark coven. And then you have the leader here. The leader of the pack. Who is trying to control the narrative. So the true leader that had the hand in this situation is about to be revealed. It's something that I'm feeling. Shit happens. That's the thing. The answer is yes. Shit happens. Something didn't work for a reason. You know what's drawn to shit? Flies. Yep. The future is unwritten. Somebody could be saying hello. There is definitely some good news coming through. Somebody is being very nostalgic, and they didn't want you to blossom and be happy. So trust is the key to what you see. Trust. Somebody is very psychic. Somebody is seeing something in the cards. You are right where you need to be, right? You're in a journey. You're going through a bit of darkness, but there's always a light at the end of the tunnel here. It's something about your dreams coming true. About a twin flame. You're on a twin flame journey. The Emperor in reverse is a false flame. Somebody who is, a false flame. A false divine masculine. Who is in a third party situation. Has the 7 deadly sins attached to them. See the horns? That's that ram energy. See, he's holding the devil card. Then he got the destiny, and I think the hangman laying down there. Casting illusions. Trying to destiny swap. Swap your destiny for their karma. Like, put that burden on you while they get to, because you already completed your karmic debt. They know that. You paid your karmic debt. And now they're trying to get you to pay their karmic debt while they reap the rewards of your harvest, the work that you put in. A lot of cards here. So we have the beaver, citron, cooperation, action, and unity. Spirit of beaver, teach me cooperation by relinquishing control so that I do not hinder the help of others. Yeah. Raccoon, this is a thief. Spirit of raccoon, help me remove my mask through acts of generosity as I explore and learn new things. Thank you. Aho. Transformation, protection, and curiosity. Dragonfly, labradorite. Spirit of dragonfly, help me break down my illusions so that I can see my true reality. Thank you. Aho. And that's what they were doing. Enlightenment, dream time, illusions. They were casting nightmares and illusions in your dream. And there was a bunch of them cooperating together in a coven. Neptune, casting illusions. Could be a Pisces, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Virgo. Tiger iron, I am strong, grounding, balance, and courage. Spider, labradorite, labradorite. I don't know why I said that. Udalite, weaver of fate, facing fears, creativity. Spirit of spider, teach me to face my fears so that I am free to create the life of my dreams. Sending you spiders in your dreams, studying you to learn your fears, so that they could cast illusions over you. That's like the third time the spider come out. Deer, rose quartz. Spirit of deer, help me live in gentleness and compassion by accepting myself and others just as we are. Thank you, Aho. Acceptance, compassion, and gentleness. So be gentle with yourself. Butterfly, malachite. Spirit of butterfly, help me to learn introspection so that my transformation process moves forward. Thank you, Aho. Transformation, introspection, and rebirth. Iris quartz, connection, meditation, and activation. I am luminescence. Thank you for watching, Cancers.